Also,
no, in the
more about gel coat.
When the fourth round would...
Don't you call in the...
More importantly, he knew what he was talking about.
Oh, jeez. There's just nothing good on. Oh, wait. Wait a minute. I got an idea what I could do. Welcome back, everybody. This is Cyborg, and I have, this time, Jango, and we're going to be doing his top 10 characters that he wants in Mortal Kombat 11.
It's what you've all been waiting for.
Everybody.
This is the... it's not the WrestleMania of these things.
No.
It's the Rumble.
Yep.
It's the Rumble, and then you guys are getting the WrestleMania whenever Razormania makes his.
Absolutely. So yeah, if you weren't aware already, Temp and I both put out one. We just put up Shad's just a few days ago. So this will be Jango's list of top 10 characters he wants in Mortal Kombat 11. So hopefully everybody's excited. And who's he gonna pick? I don't know. It could be anybody.
He doesn't know. Listen, there's drama going on here. I don't know if you've seen my fragrant shit posting.
You're fragrant. It smells like shit.
It's my fragrant shit posting in the Discord of how much I love the PlayStation 2 era games. Like that's all I talk about is just
I heard that about you, that you love the 3D era.
Yeah,
you're always praising them.
Boy, those games are the tits.
I'm expecting a lot of 3D. Oh my god, I can't talk either. We're having problems here. We both might have to, I don't know, bail out at some point. But
shut up, it's fine. We get past the early bird special time.
Yes.
It's past old man. Oh,
we're into day 2. So I don't even remember oh yeah, you aren't a fan of the 3D characters, and I don't expect any of them to make this list. And I also don't expect any I don't even know where the hell I was going with it. So let's just move on.
What is this?
I've lost it.
What kind of bigoted accusations were you about to throw my way?
Look, I was just going to say, I don't expect many of the Oriental variety to make your list.
Holy shit.
It's been well established, sir.
Who leaked my list? This is fucked
I
up. Man. Yeah, I hate the fucking PlayStation. Listen, I've said it already. It's not a surprise. I really hate the PlayStation 2 games. Hate's a really strong word, but it suits it. I don't. But listen,
I know you don't like the PlayStation 2 games, but how about the original Xbox games? How about that?
The original Xbox games, you know,
that era.
They had a certain quality about them that I'm never gonna forget.
What about the GameCube ones, though?
I actually never played those. I did really admire Goro's multiple teats. Like he was ready for a litter of dragon kittens. And I was like, man, I want, a fucking Goro litter in my video game. And then Armageddon happened. It was like NetherRealm heard me.
Keep going.
I'm finished.
I'm not, though. Keep going. All right, let's just get to the list. All right, let's start us off. Number 10. What do you got?
Number 10. Oh man, it's Havoc.
So you just bash the 3D era, and then you start off with a 3D era character.
Listen,
Linda, listen.
You think you know me? You have no idea.
All right.
What was that for? That was, oh man, that was fucking Behind the Music in the 90s. Is that what it was? MTV Behind the Music? You think you know? You have no idea.
I don't know what the hell you're talking about right now.
You never watched that shit? It was fucking so good. Like whoever they had on. But they would get like
I only
edgy.
remember the
like,
Chappelle Show spoof of it.
What happened? What did they do on the
There
Chappelle
was the
show?
5
Oh,
greatest
no,
rappers of all time is
That's
Dylan, Dylan. So spit hot fire.
I just remember it because it was like Justin Timberlake. Or it was Britney Spears, and they were like, listen, you think you know me? You have no idea.
So Havoc, what do you got about Havoc?
Havoc was on that show in the 90s, and I just
okay.
really fell in love with his whole first album. It was really good, his catalog. Havoc is just a dude, like, I don't even, like this is I feel like a cop-out putting this guy on the list, because he's, like, one of the ones that everyone always wants to bring in from the 3D area. The 3D area.
We'll get it sometime. I'll fix it in post. I will.
That's the thing. Like, I don't like saying 3D era. That's why I say the PlayStation 2 games, because I include the MK4 in the 3D area. Damn it!
You just keep doing it. It's established at this point.
It's a thing. Because I mean, they're 3D games. Like, that's the 3D era to me. Man, I'm gonna swap out era altogether.
Just do it.
There's no 3D. There's no era. Havoc.
Yep.
Is a really cool character, an interesting concept, and I like the religious aspect of him also, because it implies a lot of culture into Chaos Realm and some interesting things. I wish both Chaos Realm and Order Realm both had more of that, more world building. Like, I want to know how these places feel. I want to know how these people live together, and like what the function in their society, what's going on, and especially Havoc, because he is a cleric. He is whatever.
Do you worship Havoc?
No, I don't, because that seems like a bad idea.
Personally, I worship the sun, so I mean,
well, Kotal Khan is pretty cool.
I mean, I don't pray to the sun. I just worship the sun. I don't pray to the sun. I actually pray to Joe Pesci. Because he seems like he's a guy that can get things done.
See, that's interesting, because I pray to Black Adam. So I feel like we're right there. We're so close, man.
A little George Carlin for you. Anyways, all right. Havoc at number 10.
Havoc, he's the best.
There you go. That's his slogan. Havoc, he's the best.
He's the best. I'm going to fucking say that at the end of all of these, I think. Yeah. Fucking Yoda. He's the best.
The best, yeah. He's the best.
That's
why he's number 10, is because he's the best. There's only 9 characters that are better than him, but that's why he's the best.
No,
only
man,
one can be number 10, and that's Havoc.
Fucking plot twist. Havoc is all 10 entries.
I thought you were going to say all tits. I was still thinking of Goro, but all right.
He's not Goro. What was the last thing I wanted to say about Havoc? You keep throwing me off.
He's missing a face.
Occasionally he is missing a face. I don't know how I feel about that. That's what I was going to say. The thing about Havoc, though, is, like I said, I like the whole cleric thing. I like what it kind of means and implies for Chaos Realm, but I don't know. I don't feel like that's very chaotic to have a religion, like this sort of structure, and to have a congregation and other people following, and to have these like semi-rules of things you're having to do in order to maintain being a cleric, and you're striving for something specific. Even if that thing is chaos, that feels kind of unchaotic to me. So, like, you can make an argument that that's intentional. Like, the most chaotic thing in the world is to be structured in your chaotic world. Like, I don't know about that, though. To me, that sounds a little weird. I think they need to rethink his deal a little bit, because I think he's almost really fucking sick, and he needs a little bit more something to make me really feel the chaos, because I gotta feel the chaos, man. It's your fucking deal.
Yeah.
You're from Chaos Land.
That's what it's called. All right, so let's move on to number 9.
Number 9 is Boraicho. I mean, what could I say about Boraicho?
Nothing. Let's just move on to number 8. Number 9, Boraicho. All right.
I mean, come on, man. He fucking taught everybody all the cool kicks. He's like the kick whiz kid. He's the fucking master of kicks.
Yeah, I saw your little video there. What the hell was that?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I'm not
dude.
sure
if you
either.
Don't
Really.
look on the video list, you're not gonna find it there anywhere.
No.
It's not there.
No. You could say it's unlisted.
You could say it's a hidden video.
There you go.
It's hidden.
It's only for the cool kids with the pumped
You have
up
to find
kids. Did I say pumped up kids?
Oh,
what is
man.
wrong with us?
The pumped up kids, dude. We're old. It's past midnight.
I feel like
It's,
you're infecting me like Brainiac.
Ooh, don't talk about Brainiac. God damn it, dude.
Or infections. That's not a laughing matter.
Now am I talking about infections? Speaking of infections, Bo Raicho, like, he's always got the booze, and you can clear up anything with that shit.
Yeah.
I would like to hear more about his Outworld booze. I like hearing about Thor's super booze that he gets from Asgard. Like, this was aged for 1,000,000 years in the flesh pits. Like, I want to hear that shit. He was sick in MKX. Bring him back and have him have a new kick.
All right.
Yep.
Well, there you go.
Well, and if they do the thing from the endings of the Raiden Outworld tournament and whatever, like, he's one of the most interesting characters in there.
Yeah.
With like your Lee Mays and all that shit, that'd be really interesting. He especially, I want to see that play out if it does. Bo Raicho, tell your friends.
So we got 10 Havoc, 9 Bo Raicho.
Yes.
Number 8, sir.
Number 8 is Tanya. Tanya won me over in MKX. I liked her in MK4 though.
Was it the Pogo?
Yes, it was.
I knew it.
Mostly. You know me and my staff fixation.
Yeah.
I have a thing.
Like, just like a porno mag of staffs. Oh yeah, look at this one.
It's something about these big, long sticks.
Yeah,
you can poke people with it at a distance. There's something about it that just feels right to me. and listen, I liked her in MK4. She was fun. She was cool. And MKX, to me, like, it just made it better. I love the Dragon Naginata. I love that shit, and I would love to see her come back with that shit. And that fighting style was interesting. I liked that way more than I like fucking Jade's use of the staff. I've never liked her use of her staff. It's always like, you fucking pull it out like a weird, crazy light up lightsaber dildo, and you don't use it that often, but when you do, like, it extends out, and so it's like out for a little bit. Just fucking commit, man. You lack conviction, Jade. If you want to be a staff character, be a staff character. Otherwise, leave your pocket rocket at home.
Yeah.
Or it's awesome.
Tanya. So do you want her to make that noise from MK4 where she's all like,
I want every noise from MK4 to come back. She can make everybody's. That's fine. I loved her fucking stupid ass noises she makes.
She jumps up and puts her crotch in your face and breaks your neck.
Yes, dude, that was the fucking sickest shit. And I want her win pose back too.
10 times. Yeah.
Jesus, all that shit was sick. I fucking love MK4, and I like Tanya a lot. She's good.
All bets are off. All right. So we got number 8 was Tanya. Number 7, sir.
Number 7 is, boy, this was a contested spot, and I'm looking at it now, and I think I got it wrong.
All right, that's good.
I'm going to switch these two.
There you go. Changing on the fly.
On the fly. Number 7 is Noob Saibot.
Ooh.
Noob Saibot is, I don't know if you guys ever heard of him. He was this one like character nobody was really interested in. MK9 didn't have that great of a showing, but I think they could really do something with him. I think they could do something with that Shadow clone. I think people are ready. I think he's ready to like really hook in to, you know, what people are wanting from MK11. Baihan, I mean, no one really cared about him. He wasn't that interesting of a character, but I think there's something they can mine for. Okay, listen, Noob Saibot's sick.
Do you subscribe to the idea that there is Noob and then his shadow is Saibot?
I would like to. I want to believe.
I mean, it's your choice.
I mean, but there's so much of that in Mortal Kombat already. I hate wanting to believe things so much.
Yeah.
I mean, you can do that well. But Mortal Kombat's not a place that does it well.
No, I'm sure the truth is out there, but we won't know it.
Man, I fucking X-Files is cool.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The Duke? You don't know the Duke? That's fine. What was I talking about? Noob Saibot. Yeah, I want him to come back. I've shit posted this in this shitter too. Like, I wouldn't mind it. Yeah, or the Discord.
What the-
Whichever way you want to fucking talk about it. Like, that thing, the Discord. It's a super cool place. We're on there right now. I would like to see him do maybe something like he did in Deception, where he does sort of the reactivate smoke thing, and there's the nanobots, but he doesn't have to do it with smoke. Just make fucking hell cyborg army for yourself, so he can like challenge the throne of Liu Kang and be like, Liu Kang, you're a bitch. You fucking suck at everything. I'm Noob Saibot, goddammit. I did a fucking gauntlet with gods. I was fucking, and I beat them all.
Sounds kinky.
It was kinky, and he fucking, I mean, look at him. He is Captain Kink. The only person that's more kinky than him is Quan Chi, and he's dead, so the title is vacant.
Yeah, that is true. They both have glorified gimp suits.
They do, but Noob Saibot just has a little more style, and so he's less, weird cue ball and more Goth Reaper Lord of your ass.
Yeah.
Noob
He had a
Saibot.
hell of a MK9 trailer.
He had the best MK9 trailer.
Yeah.
I went back and watched it the other day, and I didn't even realize it. But at the end, whenever the Noob Saibot guys do the cool Power Rangers things where they lean against each other, they're both hyper erect. I didn't know it.
What? I don't.
You might want to check your trailers, sir. I didn't realize it either because we were all just basking in the cool. But now going back, it's like, what's going on down there, Noob? I mean, you did just win. I get it. You're probably feeling pretty good.
You ever play with your noob and then you accidentally Zaybot too early?
Nope, never.
Me neither.
I don't know what you're talking about.
All right, let's move on to number 6.
Number 6. I have to keep this straight and not jump ahead because I swapped these. Number 6 is Fujin. Fujin.
All right.
Is a character that I've never talked about and definitely never made any bets about him being in the video game.
No.
I've learned about that shit, and I've since tempered my expectations. Should be what will be, and which is why he's now at number 6. I want to see him so hard. I love. I want him. I want him. I want him in this game. But I'm not gonna expect him to be in this game. That way, if he is in this game, maybe I'll squee like I did when I saw Robin. Like I'm keeping my expectations at 6, obviously. Fujin. You guys know who fucking Fujin is. I don't need to tell you about Fujin. He's Fujin. God damn it.
Is the game the only thing you want to see him in?
I mean, I'm looking at him right now. He's in my private collection.
He's in your private? Are you gonna squee?
No, I'm saving myself for the reaction video. I just told you about this. You guys are gonna hear it live if it happens. Probably, maybe if I do it.
Squee.
Not if I squee. If I record it. If I record it, you'll hear the squee.
Are you gonna push it in?
Not for anything less than $4.99 and get a private show.
That is a reasonable price.
I gotta make money, man.
We'll have to talk about this offline.
I put the Fujin wherever the viewer wants them to.
The
Me too.
beaver. The beav? All right. That's number 6.
The viewer. Did I say beaver?
I don't know. That's what I heard.
I put the Fujin wherever the beaver tells me to.
All right.
I like your version better. Let's go with that. That's what I said. That's
the beef. All right. Leave it to Beaver. All right. So we got number 6. So let's move on to number 5. Fujin, I don't think you're going to be making any waves with that one. I think we're all in agreement there. So number 5, sir.
Number 5. I'm trying to count to make sure I'm doing this right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Number 5 is Reiko. I don't know if you guys know about Reiko, but he's pretty rad. I've talked about Reiko a bunch recently. Reiko is honestly he's at
number 5.
He's at the top of my list in some ways.
He's the best.
In some ways, he's not the best. The best is actually
number 10
on the list where you'd think it would be.
Okay.
He's here somewhere. All these guys are in no particular order. They're just shuffling around. No, this guy is right where. Reiko, I want to see in the game, and I've said this before. I want to see him really bring the Warhammer into his moveset like all the time.
Yeah,
and I want to see him like, but he's not Shao Kahn. He's not just like this big god boss of strength and bluster kill you with fucking blows. Like, I want him to use it more strategically, a little smarter. Something a little bit maybe like Aquaman in Injustice.
Right.
Just like fucking pressure once he gets close to you, but he's like calm and smooth. He's not gonna like run over and start bashing you with like shoulder charges. He's gonna be like, no, you come to me, and it's gonna be a problem because you're like, God, I don't want to, but I got to, because he's gonna fucking do some shit. But I also want him to have his cool shit back. I want him to have a new take on his teleport.
Yeah.
And the shurikens, like, I want him to fucking have, like, that's one of the sickest shits in the world. Just fucking, you shoot that shit, like, fucking peel that shit off. You can redesign it though to make it less ninja-y, since he's not a ninja. He's a fucking usurper. He's a warlord. He's like a tactician warlord. He wants to govern, like, it feels like a lot of the times. Like, he's a little more interested in that the way Kotal Khan is. He's like a couple steps closer to Kotal Khan than Shao Kahn, which is interesting. He's somewhere in the middle, and I think that's a really cool spot. I wouldn't hate it, actually, if they bring in the blood god thing he did from the comic and, like, use that as part of what he's doing, to try to, you know, have him involved in the MK2 tournament style thing. Why did I say MK2 style? Well, yeah, because it's Earthrealm and Outworld still. They were all Earthrealm. What am I talking about? The one where Earthrealm versus Outworld, but reverse with Raiden now. If they do that story, he'd be another interesting character to be involved, but he has like different motivations than like Kotal Khan would. I think Reiko has a lot of interesting potential, and I want to see them use it.
Yeah.
Reiko.
I agree with your assessment. I kind of want him in an MKX after the comic, but that didn't happen.
No, it didn't happen. That happened with a couple characters, but I'm going to try not to get too butthurt about him and Fujin, and instead save my butthurt for MK11 when they're not in the game.
Yeah.
I'm going to be optimistic. They're going to be in the game. It's going to be great. I'm excited. I am very excited about MK11. It's going to be sick.
Cool. All right, that's number 5.
We'll
move on to number 4.
Number 4 is Kotal Khan.
That's a good choice. That's a good pick. Good answer. Good answer.
I'm glad you approved, man, because I did make this for you.
Thank you. See, I'm twisting my nipples
like
in excitement.
I wanted you to like it.
Thank you.
And if you didn't, I would probably have to jump over to the channel again and you just pull me right back. That's
Yeah,
what would happen.
I know who your top 3 are then.
I can't. Do you?
Yeah, you made it for me.
I don't think you. I don't think you do. I think
I
I've
got
got
it,
some
dude.
surprises. But you know what? Let's talk about Kotal Khan for a second, at least.
Nah.
He's. Well, I mean, you know.
Just do it. You got it.
I mean, I don't know. You have a very compelling argument. Maybe we shouldn't.
I think some things are better left unsaid. He is Kotal Khan. He deserves to be in the game. He's one of the best new characters they made in years. Many years.
In many years. You know how many years?
Many.
Plural.
Do you know what M&M stands for?
Many?
Marshall Mathers.
I knew it. God damn it.
Many, yes. Got it.
I'm sorry. I cracked myself up through you. It was a feedback.
Yeah, there you go.
I wouldn't have laughed unless you had said it again. Okay. Kotal Khan, man. He's fucking Kotal Khan. He's interesting. He makes Outworld more interesting. You have fucking a marketplace in Outworld where people are selling bullshit now. Like, I never got the vibe that was a possibility with Shao Kahn. It's just like, sell your wares out of sight. Like, out of sight, out of mind is kind of the mentality. I would assume people would have an Outworld whenever Shao Kahn's running shit. Because, like, if you're not out of sight, he's not gonna be nice. He's gonna be like, "Ah, no, good peasant of Outworld. I'm so happy to fuck you." He's gonna fucking like kick you or some shit. Like, no. But now with Kotal Khan, it gives Outworld a chance to have culture, have that thing I was talking about before, have some kind of like identity beyond the barren wasteland that Shao Kahn did to it. And he's just sick. He's cool in himself too, not just his effect. I like him. He feels. I never like. He still surprises me because he feels like a Mortal Kombat character, but he's obviously has that whole Central South American thing going on.
Right.
And I didn't know if I didn't think they could do that. I thought that was a little above their capabilities, but they pulled it off. He feels super Mortal Kombat, and he's not Asian whatsoever. In thematic, in inspiration, whatever, they did a good job with Kotal Khan. A+ NRS.
That's why I made your list.
That's why he's on my
Not
list. I mean,
Oriental
it just makes sense. Oh, I didn't get it.
You said it yourself.
I didn't actually. I mean, you said
You
it.
said he's not Asian.
I can listen. I walked right into this. I'm sorry. You're right.
You can walk right now.
I'm trying.
Come
I'm really
on
trying
in.
here.
Sit right down, baby.
I think you would probably just move me right back into the channel again if I tried.
You can't escape.
Nope. Total Con. Tell your friends.
Number 4. All right. Well, we'll move on to number 3.
Number 3 is Sub-Zero. I know.
I'm surprised that's not number 1.
I know. Listen, man.
It's almost because it's guaranteed that it'll be in.
I thought about that. I thought about, should I include Sub-Zero because he's definitely in the game,
Right.
And I was like, fuck that mentality.
Yeah. This is your list.
That mentality leads to crushing soul disappointment. Like,
Right.
one day when Sub-Zero is not in the game, the one day when Sub-Zero turns into Mortal Kombat 3 Scorpion, I don't even want to think about that day. I don't want to think about it.
It's a sad day. You might as well
It's
just
a sad
pack your
day.
bags.
So every list, I am not gonna take Sub-Zero for granted.
Don't.
Sub-Zero, I love you, and I notice you every day, and I recognize you.
Stand by your man.
And I am. He's number 3, but in a lot of ways, he's number 1 in my heart.
Oh, of
But on the
course.
list, he's number 3.
He's the best.
He's Sub-Zero. There's every Mortal Kombat game that has ever come out, except for MKX, Sub-Zero was my main.
Sure.
It wasn't even a question. MKX came along and it did something. How long have I been playing these video games? How long have you been playing these video games? How many years have you been playing the video games?
Video games or Mortal Kombat?
Mortal Kombat games.
Oh, geez, since I was 3, which was 1993.
How many years?
So
does
that's
that help me
25. That's 25 years.
Is that okay? So wait, is the series 25 years? Or is that last year?
That was
the
last year.
25
So it was came out in 1992.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. I started with the games. I think 1 year after that, actually. So 1 year less than you. I've been with the game. So 24 years. Jesus.
It's incredible.
That's a word.
That's a life.
That's one word.
It's like a life. I mean, that is almost a lifetime. I mean,
That is so many Disney Channel superstars, lifetimes, and more.
yeah, my mind
It's
doesn't go
amazing.
in there.
Well, I do. I think in terms of
Oh,
pop
Disney's-
stars, man.
I think of terms of Shreks.
What? I mean, listen,
The movie.
Shrek is.
Have you seen that fucking picture?
I have not.
Somebody says.
Wait, well, which one? Which
Somebody
one, though?
calculates time by in terms of Shreks because the first movie was like an hour and 45 minutes, so that's one Shrek. So if you were to go on a walk for an hour and 45 minutes, you went on a walk for one Shrek.
I understand now. I see.
I don't know. It's stupid.
Yeah, it has to.
How
be
many
stupid.
Shreks are in a day?
I'm not good with numbers. That's
Yeah,
why I had
me
to ask
neither.
you a second
I'm
ago.
not-
Like,
I'm
I'm
not
really
good
bad at this.
I'm counting
Uh,
Shreks. I mean, I'm not the guy either.
I'm literally counting my experience with Mortal Kombat in terms of like, how many cyborgs have I been with the series. I've been one cyborg minus
A year.
a year.
Yeah, I don't know. See, I've
It's
been
not
in with
direct
like
version.
100,000 Shreks or so.
Okay, then I've been a year minus that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, let's abandon this. Listen, 24 years I've been playing Sub-Zero, and he's been my boy. And then MKX came out, and it surprised me. And boy, I liked being surprised in a good way.
Yeah,
It felt nice.
everyone loves a good
and I still love
surprise.
Sub-Zero. Yeah, a good surprise.
Yeah, that's the key part of it.
But usually, when you get surprises, they're not so good. Even when people might think they're good, you don't want that surprise.
No,
You don't want a surprise finger anywhere ever.
I'm not sure what.
It's like, hey, I know this is fun for you. Okay, anyway, let's begin.
All of a sudden,
Well, Sub-Zero's great. Man, that was can we stop? I made a mistake.
okay. All right, no surprise fingers. Got it.
And then just warn the guy for it.
Yeah, I know. Excuse me. Pardon me.
Okay.
Excuse me. Pardon me. Just trying to get to my seat. That's all. All right, that's number 3. We got Sub-Zero number 3. Number 2.
Please no finger jokes right now.
I'm not gonna do it.
Number 2, don't do it. Don't do it. You don't want to hear that sound with number 2 in surprise fingers.
It's not
dude.
Goro, is it? Because that's a lot of fingers. Well, technically, he only has like 3
No,
on each hand.
He has less fingers than people.
But they're big. They're girthy fingers.
So he only has 6 fingers. So yeah, like
One finger counts like 3 fingers. Like I said, it's dealing in Shreks.
you're right. Yeah, you're right. That's not preferable.
It's his swamp now.
Listen. Number 2 is Aaron Black.
Yeah.
Aaron Black is a badass motherfucker, man. He is. And look, I know a lot of people are out there listening to this list and being like, Jango, but he sucked in the story, man. Come on, man. Fuck that shit. Like, I don't give a fuck. The story, he didn't suck in the story. The story sucked.
Sucked in him.
That's what happened. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, he wasn't. That's not sucking. I don't know why you're making that sound here.
What are you talking about?
I don't either.
I'm not even following.
The story failed Aaron Black. It wasn't the other way around. Aaron Black is a sick ass character,
I
top
agree
to
with
bottom.
you. I agree with you. He's a great concept, and I would be surprised if he doesn't come back. And yeah, he wasn't utilized great in the story, but at the end of the day, this character concept is still awesome. So
He is still awesome, and it's a tough character concept to explore in a fighting game, and that's the problem with the way. That's one of the biggest problems with Mortal Kombat in general is like there's all these characters that do have interesting shit going on, and there is this world that is fun to hear about and learn about, and but you can't explore it in a fighting game because the fighting game is like, okay, we got 2 people on a 2-dimensional plane, walking towards each other. Like we can't. It's hard to explore those intricate things. Like character wise or world wise because it's a video game, and until they can figure out a way to do that better, and I don't even know how they could do it better, honestly. It's a video game. You can't. They're like 2 things that don't merge together. This deep juicy story with a fighting game, unless you want to play like Johnny Cage's and Sonya's marriage falling apart, like that's the whole chapter. You just switch back and forth from Johnny and Sonya, and they each keep winning fights until they realize we've been fighting a long time. We should probably get a divorce. Like you don't want to play that, but that you would learn a lot more, and you could see like little baby Cassie running back. This is sad.
no.
But like it's just not the medium for getting juicy into story, interesting shit. It's tough. Something like a Conquest was a little better at that.
Speaking of juicy though,
Yep. I knew it. Thanks. That one, no. Ooh, that second one.
It's rapid.
It's not as tight as it used to be.
Since we've started this podcast, it's gotten considerably looser.
Listen, man, it happens to the best of us. We're getting older.
It's like a ping pong paddle got put up there. Shitting pancakes for weeks.
Oh man, so Aaron Black, he's super cool, man. He's fucking sick. Again, like a fucking cowboy in Mortal Kombat, and it works.
Yeah,
it works and it works. Next time they should, maybe not do the stripper costume or only do the stripper gear. Like,
I would prefer.
Those are weird things that conflict to me. Like, you gotta go one or the other here. Do it, but you have to go for it.
You gotta commit to it. Yeah, you gotta have the spurs and everything.
That would be fucking sick. Also, next time, give him a better looking gun. Like, his gun is like, this is Mortal Kombat. He's got Outworld shit going on. You can give him a cool looking revolver, some kind of sick ass
Red Ryder BB gun.
Exactly. You got it, dude. Do that.
He'll shoot his eye out.
You got it, man.
No, I agree with you, though.
Dude,
the gun's a little,
I messed it up.
Little generic.
I mean, it's Mortal Kombat, man. Like, fucking look at Kotal Khan's Paddle of Doom. Like, you can give Aaron Black something just a little taste of something cool, a little extra.
I got you. Put some spikes on that bad boy.
Yeah, don't put spikes on. Just, like, I don't know. Give him a sawed-off shotgun or some shit. Like,
nice.
Have some fun.
Like,
do something fun.
Like Mad Max. Double barrel.
Like, yeah, you could do Mad Max. Like Ash from Evil Dead. Just, be like, fucking Aaron Black, man. Aaron Black is almost the best. He's number 2.
And that leaves only one remaining. And I think I know who it is, but I'll let you reveal it.
Who could it be?
Yeah.
Who could it possibly be?
Probably your favorite new character introduced. Jackie Briggs.
What can I say about Jackie Briggs that hasn't been said about buttholes? You're right, man.
What are you talking about? Could you grow up a little bit?
No, I can't. It's a problem.
Yeah,
especially while Jackie is around. If we can just kick Jackie out of this conversation, kick her from the channel, and let's talk about the actual number 1. Even I don't like their fucking romance either. That feels really forced.
Yeah, no.
That doesn't feel like you guys. What do you guys? No.
All right, well, let's pull out a Jackie and go ahead and introduce your number 1 character.
And just go right into Takeda.
Yep, there you go.
Just right in there.
Yep. Just run the train. All right, talk about Takeda.
Takeda is fucking sick. I thought Takeda was like the sickest shit since that first issue of the comic came out. And it's like, who is this kid who's got the sick-ass yellow Ryu bandana on? What? Sub-Zero raised this motherfucker? I mean, Scorpion?
Yeah, you clearly are a big fan.
I love me some Sub-Zero, but I'm sorry. Let me go run that back. It was Scorpion. Not only is that sick for Scorpion that he raised a fucking kid, he raised this kid, and this kid is this sick now, and this kid is going to be in the video game? What? This kid's dad is actually Kenshi?
I think it's cool.
Like, this is sick.
My 2 dads? Yeah, I think it's cool that he's a combination of 2 characters, much like Cassie's a combination of 2 characters. But Takeda got the benefit of having like 2 very unique characters in Kenshi and Scorpion.
He did, and the other thing that he does better than Cassie is that he doesn't feel like either of them.
Right.
He's definitely like, he's not Kenshi.
Oh, not at all.
No. There's no Kenshi in there. There's definitely more Scorpion than there is Kenshi, and that's the way it should be, because he grew up with Scorpion. He grew up as Shirai Ryu. He is a Shirai Ryu. Like, that's his default. That's his muscle memory. That's what he's always been. But he's still not Scorpion. Like, he is obviously more modern, more whatever, but he has his own interest with the tech shit. This is headcanon. I talked about this some with Razor and in the chat and whatnot. His whatever he uses to do, like, whatever he does to teleports, or whatever he does to, like, boost his speed and body, and like his super punches and that stupid cartwheel kick that Shinnok gets, like, whatever he's using to do that shit isn't what Scorpion uses to do his teleporty shit and whatnot. And to me, that feels like some kind of, but it does have those like flamey type effects, sort of. And to me, that seems like it could just be like chi, like, you know, some, like, in every fucking fighting game and martial arts shit has chi everywhere.
Did you say cheese?
Yes, I did say cheese. He's not that cheesy of a character. Jackie has a lot of cheese. He has more chi, I would say.
Right.
And I like the idea that, like, maybe that's what Scorpion used before he became Scorpion, and that's like a Shirai Ryu technique that they practice. Like, whenever he became Scorpion, he kept doing the shit that he used to do.
I think so, because if you remember the movie, like, nacho cheese just poured right out of Scorpion.
Man, it's all coming together.
It looked delicious too. Like, he was just like a fondue fountain. He was a fucking nacho cheese fountain. It's his alternate
wasn't
form.
Happy about it.
No,
he's like, no one gets my cheese but me. God damn it! Put that back in here.
Pick it up. It's on the ground.
Man.
He just starts collecting himself. Hopefully, he brought Tupperware.
About Takeda. What the fuck was I saying? Oh yeah, the cheat thing with Hanzo and maybe yeah. Whatever you want to call it a different word. We can call it 3D era if you want.
What are you talking about?
Jesus Christ.
I'm not... I always refer to it as the PS2 era.
Well, you know, whatever floats your fancy, bruh. Like Noob Saibot. Whenever Noob Saibot became Noob Saibot, he still uses his fucking shit that he liked to use whenever he was Sub-Zero. He did slides. He likes he still shoots a ball. It does that. That immobilizes you in some way.
Right.
And he's got a clone, which, I mean, Kuai Liang loves clones. Baihan didn't have a clone in Mortal Kombat 1, but that was Mortal Kombat 1 failing Baihan. He had the clone in Mythologies, though.
Yeah.
And, you know, he's kept using the same shit, but whenever he went to the Netherrealm and did the Quan Chi conversion, like, he used his new shit to do the shit he already liked. And I feel like that's probably the case with Hanzo. Before Hanzo went to Netherrealm and became Scorpion, he used the shit like Takeda does, like that chi shit that lets him teleport around and do, just like enhance his body more so he's just faster. Because Takeda has those super punches and all that shit. Anyway, Hanzo's not on this list. Scorpion's not on this list. Takeda's on this list because he's a sick motherfucker. And I like the whips. I like how he does the thing that Scorpion does, but it's not Scorpion. I like how he has some of the shit that Kenshi has, but he's definitely not Kenshi. And I like his lore. He's got it both. He's got it from both ends. I like his endings where, like, they're gonna get some Red Dragon. We're gonna whoop Red Dragon ass.
Yeah.
They're gonna fucking tag team that shit.
Yep.
And maybe they kill fucking Dagon and just completely obliterate the police station too from everything. Just get rid of all that shit. Dagon, Red Dragon, Weird Dragon in the volcano. Just kill it all while you're in there, man. These guys can do it. They're buff.
There you go.
Number 1, Takeda.
All right.
Okay, later.
So in recap, we had number 10 was Havoc. Number 9 was...
Did you write this down?
No, I'm asking you.
Oh, okay. I was going to be impressed here if you could remember.
I think it was Tanya.
It was Boraicho.
9 was Boraicho. 8 was Tanya. Number
8 was
7,
Tanya.
You swapped with number 6, which number 7 was... Noob Saibot. Number
Noob Saibot.
6 was Kotal Khan.
Fujin.
I knew it. That's what I said.
Yep.
Number 5 was Kotal Khan.
Was Reiko.
Raiko, yep, of course. And number
Yep.
4 was Kotal Khan. I'm about to get it right eventually.
No, it was Aaron Black.
No, that's not true. Number 4 was definitely Kotal Khan. Number 3 was Sub-Zero. Number 2 was Aaron Black. And number 1 was Takeda. There you go.
Takahashi. What did I call him? I couldn't stop calling him MK. Takenchi.
Takenchi.
I couldn't stop calling him that. Let's not talk about it because I'll start doing it again.
Solid list.
Takeda. I thought so.
I think you have some pretty safe bets with the, or at least pretty safe wish lists with the returning characters, the new characters from the last one, because I feel like Aaron Black, Takeda, and Kotal Khan all have a lot going for them. So I would be surprised if none of them made it back.
I think so too.
I honestly expect at least 2 or 3 of those characters. I think it's pretty good.
I'd be surprised if Bo Raicho wasn't in there.
Yeah, absolutely.
I feel like he's just way too.
He needs to break the DLC mold. He needs to prove that you can be DLC in the last one and still be. I mean, I guess Kenshi already did that, but still, I mean, we need another one.
We gotta have. I feel like they should do that, like at least once. Like they should make a rule. Like there's gonna like one DLC character that maybe people like the most, or something like that, the most relevant, whatever. We're gonna make them a standard character in the next game. I feel like that should be a thing.
Yeah.
In my opinion. And Bo Raicho would be that because I'm not saying that I'm fucking not putting Trimmer on that list.
Nah.
I
know Shadow is a big fan, but yeah, nah.
I don't hate the way they did Trimmer.
Nah, it's okay.
I'm just saying. I mean,
hey, you can hate him if you want.
Somebody else told me about this the other day. I don't remember. I think my Combat Pack 1 or 2, whatever reaction that was with Trimmer, is one of the higher liked videos on the thing. Apparently, I really didn't like. I didn't. Apparently, I had some feelings about Trimmer when I saw him. I don't remember.
A lot of people had strong opinions on Tremor.
A lot of people did, yeah. And that was not a hot take of an opinion whatsoever. And I don't hate him. Like I don't hate the way he turned out, but I'm not scratching to get him in the game in K11 either.
Nah, he had his time.
Tanya, I don't know about her. I hope she's in. I want to see her, obviously, because she's on my list, but we'll see. I'm not going to place any bets. Did that before. Turned out great.
All right. Let's top 10. MK11 announcement coming soon, of course, next couple months here. And we're well on our way. And like I said, if you haven't checked out the other list, go check those out. They are on our YouTube channel. Still have one to go. And
wait, 1 sec here. I just realized something. This just in.
What's up?
I hate the PlayStation 2 era, but no, wait. I hate the 3D era. I say,
but you put several characters on there. You put Tanya.
50% of my
Fujin
list is 3D characters.
Yeah.
50% of my list.
Havoc, Fujin, Tanya, and Bo Raicho. Who am I missing?
Havoc, Reiko.
Yep, that's funny.
See, people, don't put me in a box. Don't put Jango in a box.
Just because you dislike the game doesn't mean you didn't like some of the characters.
That's right. I like Drummond too. He was almost on the list. There was a few of them. But this is the correct list. God damn it!
It doesn't get any better. It doesn't get any better. All right,
if you guys
don't
have
get
different
mistaken.
opinions, you can leave them in the below box, and I'm totally gonna read that shit.
Chime in the comments.
Do it.
On that note,
and the Discord. Join the Discord.
Join the Discord. Absolutely. We got great discussions in there. It's in every video. It's in the description. So join the Discord. Absolutely free. Got plenty of discussion going on every single day. All right. See you guys later.
Bye.